What is the theme here?
The great non-alcoholic
Non-alcoholic beer taste. I
Beer
like how it's all
taste
about
test.
getting wasted.
But this one has alcohol, so
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
this
are
is
starting
preview.
with the alcohol.
Mhm.
Should this be our cold open like that?
We got to give up the sauce, right?
Yeah, right. Okay, we're just
Our
our
last sip of sauce.
last sip of sauce. Yeah.
This is a seasonal, so this is
This is really good. I like it.
Rosemary's Baby was always one of our top performing beers.
Yeah, for
Pop
fall.
and wheelie
it's
action, I
really
believe.
sweet.
So
Yeah, well, yeah.
I would imagine, yeah.
It tastes almost exactly like rum. Yeah, it's a straight rum.
Well, it's rum barrels. It's
is
aged in. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. The Rosemary's. Yeah.
It is
You
rum.
ever try the regular Rosemary's Baby? It's their pumpkin beer.
I think I must have.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, yeah, that's
I like
sweet.
it.
That
It's, I mean,
tastes like
but this is why it shouldn't be a 16 ounce because who can possibly drink a? This should be like
you're just gonna go to the doctors. I mean,
me a
like
4
like
ounce.
dentists after that. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, exactly. This is probably the perfect amount of.
Yeah, splitting this amongst 3 people, and still this is too much. But
That's why I just got one.
yeah,
What is
So-
the alcohol content?
I think it's quite high. We have
Yeah.
the can. Is it somewhere? You threw it away?
I probably threw it away. It's in the recycling.
All
Do we? Yeah,
Dig it out.
Zach's gonna,
Dig it out,
listen,
please.
everybody. Welcome to
Make
Backyard Road Trips. I'm Jim.
I'm Tim. There was a guy I used to work with. He made a holiday drink called a Tom and Jerry.
Okay.
That is a small, hot, sweetened rum type drink with a whipped sugary egg topping on it, and it's served warm, and it's got this type of
Okay.
a nice quality to
Probably
it.
be-
You know,
I could see
Heat
this
it
as a
up.
warm drink.
microwave it.
Yeah. Cup with it. With the cup.
Well, this is a good segue into
Yeah.
a non-alcoholic.
Right. We're not going to
subject
drink alcohol
tonight.
after this.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. This is it. We're
Mhm.
cutting ourselves off.
But why I thought of this
Forever.
is we've had many pumpkin tastings in the past. So Rosemary's Baby
Yeah, big hit.
has usually come in like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of that, I know then we'll segue into the non-alcoholic.
Yeah.
I got a Sam Adams mixed pack of all fall beers. And really enjoyed their Helles, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Harvest Helles had the Oktoberfest, which won,
Always-
I think
yeah.
last year or 2 years ago. Jacko.
I haven't had it recently. No.
Oh my God. I don't know if they changed the recipe or maybe I'm used to having small sips of it and not a full can. It was almost undrinkable.
Really? Too sweet?
It was so sweet to the
Wow.
point where I had that. And I also bought a 6-pack of the Rosemary's Baby, not this one, but just like the actual one. Because I remember, I like that one too. That one has that rum sweet flavor, but it was a lot less than the Jacko was like that. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, like just tasted like you're drinking like candy corn that had been melted down, like pumpkin.
That doesn't
Pumpkin-y.
surprise me.
Yeah.
It doesn't, I would imagine that,
Melted
like, if they
candy.
want to keep at the top tier of being, we're gonna lead the world, and it happens.
Sorry.
It happens. Tim hit the microphone.
Mm.
If they're gonna be like the prime people for like pumpkin beers, like that's always seems to be
Yeah.
like a competitive thing. It's like you just got to add more sweetness,
But
even if
yeah.
normal people don't like it.
Well,
But
you're broadening the appeal, right? Like,
I guess,
Oh, this
yeah.
is a
But fish, not what's it called? Pumpkinhead, not
Fish
fish head. Pumpkinhead. That doesn't, when we've had that doesn't even taste that
Right.
pumpkin-y.
Right.
That's why people put that sugary rim on and this and that, where this is
Okay.
the opposite. It's like,
The sugar's already in there. Yeah.
and it was just like, it was pretty intense. Where one friend that I was with having it, she poured it out.
Cheap. Wow.
Yeah, Katie had
much.
it. And it was too, I was like, oh, why don't you, I was like, do you want like an IPA or do you want a fall beer? And she's like, I'll take a fall beer. They were over last week. And she was just so sweet. I was like, if you don't like it, feel free to dump it, and she did. And
Wow.
I had one too, which I didn't dump because
what's this beer called again?
it's Sam Adams Jacko.
Okay.
It used to be their own Jacko Traveler. Remember that?
Well, you heard it here. This
Yeah.
beer
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah, I really
Don't buy it.
But it was number 3 for us when we did their taste test.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Southern
Well, not
Tier
this year.
Pumpkin was always number 1.
Yep.
Rosemary's Baby, I think, is 2. I think the argument we had in that was that it didn't taste pumpkin-y enough.
Right. But it was a perfect fall.
It was a very good fall beer. And then this Jacko, which you had, I think, last year and thought it was good. So I don't know.
We'll have to get another can and try it
Yeah.
out. But
Mm-hmm.
well, today we decided Zach's getting non-alcoholics, more
Yeah.
not athletic brewing. Although
We
you
ended
did
up with
get
one. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's a special one.
Yeah, this is cool. I didn't know that so many other people had this, and I see a Guinness in the lineup. So what do we got?
Well, first of all, let's talk
Yeah.
price, for example.
Okay.
All
yeah.
right. So I went to my local general store. They give singles. Now, sometimes beer there, I think that pecan beer we had, this one was about $5 or $6
A can?
for the can.
Wow.
They do a bigger, because
It's marked up.
yeah, for the single can. But anyway, okay. So I saw only one price and it had Athletic for $3 a can. I was like, okay, like you get a can of soda out at a store, it's probably not a store, but like at a with your grinder, it's probably $3, right? So I'm like, all right. So some of these were $5, some of these were $4.50. I couldn't believe it. Basically the same amount for the regular beer as it was for the non-alcoholic beer.
Wow.
I was very surprised. That was my first takeaway for it.
Well, thanks for springing. You got like $50 worth of beers here.
I couldn't stop because I was like, ooh, what about this one? Ooh, what about this one?
We got to know.
So I know. We have to know. What's have you do any NAs?
I want to do more just because I do like some of the flavors of them and I'd love to drink them at work.
Okay. Can you bring a non-alcoholic beer for lunch?
Why not? Why not?
Yeah.
My union says it's a gray area. Tim, can you drink at lunch?
I work from home, so
He drinks all day.
You can shit face. You can you can go on the beach and drink beer all day.
No, but I have, I've become aware of a term, if you heard of the term, sober curious. Have you heard of sober curious? Well, see, I learned this because what's that?
That's one of our hot topic
words. Yeah. Sober curious. Well, I attended a seminar at the local library where a woman, she's actually a person from Willimantic. I don't have her name on me. I could have given her a shout out here, but she briefly ran a sober bar.
Sober bar, really?
In Willimantic. Actually, nearby Zox there, right there on North
Briefly,
Street. And
it doesn't exist
It does
anymore?
not exist anymore.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I guess, well,
I
think it has a little bit of the bar type atmosphere, but it's for people that aren't interested in drinking alcohol. I guess the reason why it shut down is because just however the zoning or the health board worked or whatever, she was not able to mix her own mocktails. So everything was canned, which I think maybe was just
makes it hard.
Not a great appeal. But we went and we learned about all the different applications for non-alcoholic.
Okay.
And I guess what I learned on there is that some large amount of the market for Athletic are people who are drinkers. They just choose to take the night off, but they still want to have something that's akin to a bit of alcohol. Yeah, so they're running a 5K in the morning, or they have to get up early. It's a Sunday night. They want to pound some. They want to shotgun a can of that sudsy.
Because to me, I guess I would much rather have a lemonade, an apple cider.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I hear you.
A ginger ale. Those things. Talking about than a beer. I mean, I often love the taste of a beer.
Yep.
I don't care about, I like the taste of it without having the alcohol effects, but everyone I've had before, which has been a total of the ones that we've had.
Yeah.
And the Athletic ones, and they weren't bad for what they were, but I would not find myself craving
go out of your way to drink.
Yeah.
If it wasn't going to,
I'm not going to buy it.
Yeah.
Give you some.
Well, it also doesn't taste as good as it.
Right.
Like I'm thinking, like if I have this Oktoberfest, is this going to replace
Oktoberfest in the lineup? Yeah.
Even the Sam Adams Oktoberfest?
Right. Yeah.
Which will it? If it did, awesome. Because you know what? I like that taste of that. I get that kind of fall atmosphere with it. But if it tastes like, okay, I'm drinking a half-assed Oktoberfest, why drink it anything? Why not have a glass of apple cider if you want to dive into the fall?
I have had a really good experience once where I went out to a friend's birthday at a brewery, and I'm the type of guy when I'm drinking, I like to physically I like the beer in my hand and I like to be sipping on it a lot, which has gotten me in trouble in the past, especially with these high alcohol beers.
Yeah.
So throughout the night I alternated.
Yep.
It was great. I mean,
non-alcoholic and alcoholic.
Yep.
That's a cool idea.
Just
if you're going to be out, I
was able to scratch that itch, constantly be sipping on something, talking to people.
Yep.
But it slowed down the pace for the whole night. It ended up being a really good application for this.
You're going to the bathroom the same amount.
Yeah. Just feels good to me. Filling yourself up with some
calories.
Right in the
empty calories. Not this one. This is 0 calories. I'll tell you the truth on this one.
Smells good.
This is what?
This is called Allagash Hop Water.
Well, this is, I don't know that the hop water genre is really quite like comparable.
Seltzer. It just tastes like seltzer.
I've had one of these. I had one of these from.
It smells like a beautiful IPA and it tastes like
Well, it smells a bit like cat urine.
See, I told you.
Well,
That's
you
a
know what I
previous
mean.
episode.
I think it smells more
hops
citrusy
smell
than
like
cat urine.
It smells exactly like
Febreze
Jesse's
cat
soccer shoes.
Isn't he good with the
And Jesse has really distinct soccer shoes.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that bad. You don't
think
like
it's
that?
bad
I don't
either.
like seltzers.
Oh, well.
I guess if I didn't see, like, if this cost me at least $3 for this can, if not $4,
Wow.
give me a Polar. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
right.
There's no benefit of this rather than the Polar seltzer. I'll tell you. To be
I
honest.
mean, what could they possibly be doing to it that could?
Right. Or do you like Spindrift seltzer? You ever had that?
Yeah.
kind? That's my favorite. Give me a Spindrift. I like this, but for the price point, give me a Spindrift all day.
Yeah, this tastes like a seltzer beer. No, just a regular seltzer.
Mm-hmm. I like
That
it.
happens to have a hoppy smell to it.
Right.
Well, do you remember years ago? I bought you a thing. What was it called? It was a device that allowed you to sort of overhop your beer.
Yeah, that was
a Randall or a Randall.
Yeah, from Long Trail.
Right. So I went to this brewery down in Pennsylvania, and they had this device on the bar, and they were pumping beer out of the tap through this thing. It kind of looked like a juicer, and it was basically they were more or less blending beer with hops and then filtering it into your glass. So if you wanted to sort of,
weird. Yeah,
it's
yeah.
cool. Yeah, and it's called a Randall, or maybe it involved pressure or
Rundle?
something. But I found a cheap version.
Mm-hmm.
And
It was
it's
cool.
essentially just something that you pour beer in, and I think you can throw some hops in and then filter it out. But I would imagine that if you really need, if you're craving that hop flavor, you could probably find some way to, crush up a hop leaf and toss it in your
And put
drink.
it
And,
into
it's like
here.
almost like a garnish. And
Yeah.
you could get that effect with a very inexpensive,
there you go.
very inexpensive seltzer. Yeah.
Are we rating this? Are we going to rate this and say, yeah, let's go ahead and rate it. I'm going to say out of 5, this is a 1 out of 5 for me because it just doesn't.
Not one, because it doesn't taste bad.
No, but
I wouldn't
if I want
need it.
non-alcoholic beer, I'm not looking for a seltzer.
If they were in the fridge, I'd get through them.
Yeah,
I
me
drink
too.
them.
I'd go 2.5.
Okay.
I'd drink, something like a 3 or something like that.
Yeah. I wouldn't need it.
I had one from
This is a don't seek it out.
what's the
You'll drink it
big
if it's there.
what's the big Massachusetts brewery?
Treehouse.
Treehouse. I've
Sam
had a
Adams.
Treehouse one.
Seltzer.
I had a Treehouse hopped water.
Oh, hopped water. Because
Yeah.
I got Jackie one time a mixed 6-pack of their seltzer. Non-alcoholic seltzer.
Right.
But they all had like mango or coconut in it, like very tropical,
like that.
which she didn't like either one of those kind. She liked one of them was more of a raspberry, but most of them had like.
So this is
mango.
Allagash. I think this is better than the
So what's the difference between
crap.
hop water and seltzer? One has hops and one.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
putting some hops in there.
Sound.
Because I
Okay,
kind
you want to try some?
there's a little
We'll get
hop.
you on.
There's a hop taste on it a little bit.
Oh, you didn't pick up on it?
Not really at first. Yeah, I wouldn't, but I don't need it. Like again, give me a regular seltzer because the hops don't do anything for me in this.
Yeah.
Looking at the can, I'm trying to see if they
It's a 0 out of 5.
hops, orange peel,
Going down.
coriander,
I was feeling the.
Coriander.
I was
They
tasting
don't have
the.
to put anything in here. It doesn't taste
citric
like.
acid.
Yeah. Go ahead, Zach.
Yeah, I tasted the orange peel mostly at first. Now the hops a little bit more. I'm gonna try to go in the best order. I think.
Okay.
So next is gonna be a pilsner.
Okay. What alcoholic drink do you guys drink when you're not drinking beer? I forgot we actually had questions.
Oh.
We're just chit-chatting. So.
Medivka.
Medivka, right? Or is
Medivka.
that, am I saying it wrong?
I've always called it
Where's your
Medivka.
cups? You finished that?
Yeah, hit me up.
I would not say that's something that I've done regularly, but I can. It's something that I've made a couple of times. It's
really good.
It's in the genre of like liqueur, like homemade liqueurs. It's something that we learned about by attending a.
But it's non-alcoholic.
No, it is alcoholic. So
Oh.
he's asking what we like to drink while we're drinking non-alcoholics.
Do you have your
No.
cup ready?
When you're not drinking beer, what alcoholic drink?
Oh, I see. Not drinking beer.
Right.
So water was probably a wrong answer.
Water. Yeah, it's, yeah. I mean, it is a non-alcoholic show, so maybe this is.
Well, the Medivka was a
James?
Thank you.
It's I think different Eastern European countries make a different variant of it. Medivka is a Ukrainian, and we went to a Ukrainian festival many years ago in Baltimore, and we learned about this, and we looked it up, and you just kind of boil some honey with some orange peel in it, and you funnel the cooked honey into a bottle of vodka, put it on top of the fridge, and you shake it, once a week for 6 months, and when it's done, you have a something that's reminiscent of like a Baron Jaeger or a type of just a really sweet, syrupy, alcoholic beverage.
Like what's the other one? Like the
Krupnikas. I think that's very similar. I've heard
Lithuanian, right? I think
some of these they'll use like a cherry, use cherries or like syrupy cherries somehow, and it's red.
Yeah.
But it's flavored vodka.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we made a couple of batches over the years, and they were nice.
Fantastic.
I should do another one.
You should.
It's been a long time.
Well, what do you guys like? What do you like besides water as your alcoholic drink?
I mean, I like a good cocktail.
Yeah. What's your favorite? Your go-to?
I love ginger beer as a mixer. I like that like zing to it. I mean, a mule would be kind of the obvious choice, like a variation of a mule. Or even like a dark and stormy for a basic one. I also like some tequila-based drinks with a little zing too, a little heat to it, a little spice to it. So that's another one that I'm kind of get behind.
It's
a buck, like some kind of a fruit, like a strawberry with like a bourbon base is a buck.
That sounds.
What are you saying?
A buck.
Buck.
Buck. Yeah, like buck you. So. Yeah, like the Milwaukee Bucks.
I'm not familiar with this. This is a type of cocktail?
A type of cocktail.
And what's the base?
Bourbon.
And then you put what in it?
I've had like muddled strawberry and ginger beer. I had one the other day that was bourbon and another type of whiskey, 2 types of whiskey.
Wow.
With blackberry and...
You muddle a dark fruit.
Yeah.
And then you put ginger ale in it?
I think ginger beer.
Ginger beer.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds great.
Yeah, I've had some that have been really good. The one that I had the other day was a little too, you could taste it was interesting. You could taste the bite of the whiskey, but it dissipated as it was going down with the kind of like the blackberry
that sounds good.
Overtaking it. I like the strawberry one, which was really good. So that was pretty simple. It was like strawberry, ginger beer, and bourbon.
Nice.
So
that sounds great.
Yeah.
T-bone?
Well, as you know, we have a long history with bourbon and scotch, and years ago as I started to have problems with my my tummy.
Are you okay with the others?
The gut rots. What's that? With
when you drink,
I do all right with other forms of alcohol.
Mostly.
It
just blasts out the gut rot. It just kills it all.
Yeah. So we go off and on for the last maybe 10, 12, 13 years or so. We've collected whiskey, tried whiskeys, sort of. Not so much anymore, but around the house, if I'm going to have a little alcohol, I will definitely. I mean, I have a collection that I just pour a little bit. I like that. I've always enjoyed a good gin and tonic.
I like gin and tonic too.
There was a weird time in college. I drank a lot of White Russians.
Oh, gee.
Robitussin.
That's a different answer.
Robitussin-based drinks.
They're great for the cherry. Maybe like a buck with Robitussin.
A buck, yeah. Yeah, I think that's, yeah.
You make me feel weird because you said this weird time in college when you like White Russians, but that's my like.
I remember you with the bowling alley.
White Russians, yeah.
I like them. I mean, it's just, it's a, I don't know. The one that stands out to me was we used to go to the Arch Street Tavern, which I think is still there, and they make a real buttermilk White Russian.
Oh. At where though? Arch Street Tavern,
there,
okay.
Up in Hartford. But if you haven't had a White Russian with buttermilk.
Yeah, I have not.
Which is gross. It's a fermented, I think the milk has a little bit of a vinegar in it. And
being a lactose intolerant,
that's good. Yeah, well.
It's just not one of those drinks you want to like drink heavily. And that's exactly what I was doing with them. And that's why I call it a weird time. Yeah.
A buck doesn't have to be bourbon. I'm looking, it has to be just a base spirit with citrus juice, ginger ale or ginger beer. A Moscow Mule is actually a kind of buck.
Okay.
Didn't know that. I've only written a book about cocktails, but okay.
Learn something new.
I did.
You know.
So drinking White Russians heavily. But it's interesting because you're saying about whiskey. So if I have I can take beer as a drink, like my intestines. If I remember the last time I had not a shot of whiskey, but I was just sipping whiskey. We were in Vermont in August. My dad and I went to this distillery. And they gave us a sample of this bourbon. I can feel it go all the way down and hit my stomach and burn.
Yeah.
Literally do that. But like almost
cast
like it's
strength right there.
It's almost like it almost feels like my stomach or some part of it has like a little crack in it. and there's like the alcohol's hitting like inside. It's like seeping out of the stomach into other parts.
Okay.
You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Stop the podcast. And
Yeah,
get
yeah.
to
Call
it.
911 right
but
now.
that's what I, like if I'm having a straight shot, like a sip like that,
Interesting.
I can feel, not all the time, but that I can feel a little bit. And where with beer, I don't. But if it's straight, if I had a cocktail, no. If it's straight alcohol,
What
straight
is poison?
whiskey, yeah.
I've had an experience, experience where I've described after a night of drinking with certain beers, I feel like I have an internal sunburn.
Wow.
Not good.
No, this is just a sip. This is like literally the first sip. I can feel,
Yeah.
and it's painful. But I don't drink like that very often. But if I do, it's like, oh, I'm sampling this. It's like, not fun.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like something you'd want to keep doing.
No,
Yeah, that's
no.
probably your body saying
don't you-
stop.
Yeah.
Although the ginger beer, I was going to ask you, have you ever had a local Hosmer Mountain?
Mhm.
Is it called Jamaica Me Crazy?
I have not
You know
had
that
that one,
one?
but I've had Hosmer Mountains.
You're going to want to track down some
Okay.
Jamaica Me Crazy.
Good.
No. Well, just intense. Like,
Yeah.
not enjoyable in my opinion.
Okay.
Not something that you can just
Yeah.
sort of sip
Ginger
on.
bomb.
It's spicy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, before you leave town,
Yeah, I'll have to go back to.
find one.
I used to go to the Hosmer Mountain, get myself a little.
You can get one at a local. If you're passing
Yeah.
through Willie, you can head to one of the gas stations. They might have
Right.
some out there.
Go to Hosmer Mountain itself.
You can do that too. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah.
This
I mean,
Pilsner's terrible.
Yeah, it's really bad.
It's really bad.
Yeah.
This smells even more like cat pee.
And it
or
has
anything
like
like urine.
Well, who makes this? This
Best
is-
Day Brewing. It's out of California.
No, best day. Not your best
It's
day.
funny because I was reading, I was looking at, there's a festival coming to Cape Cod, the Cape Cod Roots and Blues Festival.
Uh-huh.
G Love lives on Cape Cod, and he
Cool.
he does that. He does brings it on. And I was looking at the sponsors, and some of them are local breweries. One of them was Best Day Brewing. I mean, I've been out of the beer scene where I don't know.
Yeah.
I used to know like every brewery in Connecticut, every brewery in Massachusetts. Now, just don't know what's open, what's closed. I'd never heard of this Best Day. So I was like, oh, and that was one of the ones sponsoring this festival. So at the general store, they had this here, and I was like, oh, all right. It was sponsored, so I'm gonna go try it. Yeah, I'm not a huge Pilsner fan as it is, but this
Yeah.
is really
Really
this
bad.
is a one to me.
So yeah, this is a. I'll take the hot water, which I did not like.
Oh,
It
dude,
didn't
Hot
strike me as being any. I mean, I don't. You've tasted a lot of these, right? This is kind of what most of them taste like.
I haven't
don't know if
tasted
you've-
many at all.
Oh yeah,
I've
they're
only
all
tasted-
pretty bad like this.
Really?
Well,
The
if
ones I have
hey,
had, yeah.
Lower your expectations. I mean, this
Is not bad. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I had you taste what was it, a Sam Adams? I had you taste one not long ago, and it has everything but the sweet malty. It has a very
Mm-hmm.
it's like the shell of a beer.
And that's my problem. It's like because I
A shell
don't
of a man.
I don't usually go out in social situations very often, like you were saying. I could see when you're saying you keep on drinking.
Kind of a shut in.
That would be a good idea, but I don't do that. Like I don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to have a beer, I wouldn't want to replace this with like my
Oh yeah.
Alchemist or
No.
Two
You know, this
Rose
is
or
what
whatever.
If you really hate yourself, don't go with beer. Go with this stuff. 'Cause
Yeah.
This is punishment. Yeah.
Yeah,
Open
this
up
is-
something new to
looks
I
like
can wash
urine
this
too.
down with something better.
I'm going to go higher than you guys. I don't think this is any worse than the hop water, in my opinion.
I like the hop water's taste.
2.5 or 3.
I'm going. I'll give it a 1.5. I'll go up. All right. Which of these two would be better as the next Oktoberfest or West Coast IPA? As far as
I want to say start with the Oktoberfest because once you get an IPA going, there's no
so we're
undoing
going to
it.
do West Coast and we're doing Guinness.
Yeah, great.
And then we're going to start with an
Anyway.
Emerald Dark. So I figured that would be the last.
What kind of
What
style
is that?
A dark.
High calorie
Oh,
on
a
that
dark.
one.
Emerald
90%, 90
Interesting.
calories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're getting
Waistline's
darker as
not
we go
getting
on.
any.
I think it's worth also listing off the alcohol
Oh.
percentage and the calories. On each.
Well, it's going to be 0.
Well,
Hold on.
0.5. 0.5.
well, what do we got?
Oh, 16 carbs. Well, Athletic is 70 calories. That's,
Okay.
That's not nothing.
A
That's
Michelob Ultra is like what? 90? Not Untitled. The next one we've got doesn't list it. It's interesting. So Waunakee, Wisconsin, this one after this Untitled Art, they also brew this thing, the Best Day, even though they're out of California, in Waunakee, Wisconsin.
Oh,
Must be the Wana
Is
no
this an
alcohol.
MGP
Yeah,
There's
right.
just one brewer
right,
just
yeah.
brews all this, and they get
One
released
big
as-
barrel of
I thought this was interesting.
sad
Collective
beer.
Arts. Remember
Sending it
Collective
all around.
Arts? They had Collective Arts. They're out of Canada. They had really cool labels. They were around
I
a few
remember them.
years ago.
Yeah.
Like Life in the Clouds or Head in the Clouds, but I hadn't seen them, but I saw this. So
Well, we got Athletic Oktoberfest, so this has got high
Athletic is
expectations.
maybe the most visible
yeah, they're like the
non-alcoholic
first
beer
big
company
one.
out
They're
there.
also out of Connecticut.
I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
Yeah, Stratford.
Norwich, Connecticut.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Pour it right over the mic.
I think I gave myself too much.
No, there's no such thing.
Vienna and Munich malts and German noble hops. I had to try this because it was the fall. Not getting much smell.
You go first.
I know I just drank the rest of the Pilsner, but all I'm getting is that Pilsner still. I don't taste anything.
I'm not getting any Oktoberfest.
not
Did you taste
Oktoberfest
it?
at all.
Yeah.
Are you?
I'm getting nothing.
Okay.
something here.
It's interestingly
Little malty.
it's interestingly bland. Like the other one at least
Interestingly bland.
well, surprisingly it's just
No, not an Oktoberfest. Maybe if you've never ever had an Oktoberfest in your life.
If it doesn't taste like
No.
an Oktoberfest
No.
at all.
No.
I mean, it tastes like,
This is better than the other two, but by like nothing for me, like by a point. So,
and, if we're comparing apples to apples, I guess I'll give it a 2.5 as well as the first one. It's not bad, but it's not doing anything for me. Give me water over it, like regular water.
Water over this. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty
But-
good
Well, this-
review.
But I mean, at the same time, I think I
this
would.
one.
So now that we're not drinking,
Yeah. Well,
what's your favorite drinking food?
oh, yeah. I keep forgetting we had all these questions.
The next couple are
I mean, wings, right? Wings has gotta be wings or pizza, right?
Pizza, yeah, pretty obvious. I like venison.
Venison.
No,
Have you had venison?
I've tried a piece of venison before.
Nice. What do you think?
Deer heart.
Deer hearts. That's gross.
You've had a heart?
I've had cow heart.
Really?
Man heart.
I think the eating with alcohol experience that came to mind was I don't know, Jim was around for this. I don't know what era this was, but we would I don't know why we were going to Olympic Pizza
Oh yeah.
regularly, and I would
The
drink
suicide
these.
wings.
Well, yes, but I would drink this thing where I would mix Sprite with Corona. Do you remember what that's called? There's a name for it, but you would you mix it 50-50 Sprite with Corona.
Okay.
And just eat
Shandy, kind of.
yeah. Oh, it's so good. And and you're just eating that wings and pizza, and it's just
Yeah.
Great.
I go and watch your softball games, and then we go out or
boy.
something.
Oh, you and Adam.
Days.
That was
Yeah.
one?
Yeah.
Pre-Fat Cat era, West
Yeah,
Side.
Olympic was great. I like that. That building was
Rest in
so
peace.
wild too.
It was
what was in
cool.
the top of the building? It was big.
Yeah.
It's a big building, and it was kinda
Weird 80s modern
Yeah.
office building with
Awesome.
a
I
restaurant.
wonder what was
in
in
it.
there though.
What's in there now?
No, what was in there? Now it's Walgreens. We'll just
Yeah.
be pitting it. What was in it? Like on the top floors. Wanted to know. Yeah, I guess you know what else another that I kind of would fit this bill would be sausage.
Okay.
No?
No.
Okay.
No. Show them out.
No, like
off keyboard.
How?
Like,
All right, describe how you're eating this sausage.
like if you're in like a
Like on a
German
fork?
No, like a German restaurant. Yeah.
All right.
Like bratwurst,
Okay.
knockwurst, maybe some
yeah, but
sauerkraut,
Yeah.
like a Vienna style lager.
Yeah. Well, we
Vienna
all haven't
sausage
been to
with this.
Belgium.
Oktoberfest.
So that would
is
be-
non-Oktober.
It sounds great. It sounds great. And I've had there's a place in New Britain that's like a
East Side restaurant. Yeah.
get
I
that
think
sausage platter,
yeah.
get that big beer.
Yeah. I
know
like
exactly
the
what
one
you're
in
You're right.
in Von Trapp in
Oh yeah, I've been up
Stowe.
to Von Trapp. Yeah.
They have the best sausage plate. Bratwurst, Braunwurst, knockwurst, mashed potatoes, and
You come
maybe
from a
some
more
sauerkraut.
cultured background than Jim and I.
Yeah.
My family would not step foot in a restaurant that
With
was any
German
sort
beer
of
hall?
sausage smell.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
yeah. What do you-
Okay.
No,
Oh,
they
yeah.
wouldn't. They wouldn't. So I'm not afforded that.
Okay.
that,
Yeah,
but
it's a
it
good
sounds
spot.
fantastic.
You're better
it's
than us.
It's a beautiful spot. It's a
It
beautiful
sounds
spot.
fantastic.
A lot of heads on the wall.
I've been up to that
Yeah.
compound a number of times actually.
Yeah. But you never had the
Weddings and-
sausage plate.
No,
It's good.
no. I
Have that in one of their lagers or
put it on the
a
list.
sampler?
Yeah. Best fry shape?
Depends on the
Crinkle?
moment. Really?
Crinkle.
I think a BB's with crinkle fries. I like curly.
Curly.
You ever get a Shake Shack French fry? That's a solid.
I've only been to Shake
You know
Shack
Shake
a
Shack?
couple times.
Oh, Shake Shack. The
Harry's does a nice crinkle fry.
crinkles
Shady
get
Glen.
soggy fast.
Shady Glen. Well, if it's done right.
If they're done right, they're good. I think I feel like more times than none, a curly is going to be pretty good.
I think you're right.
Yeah, curly.
Who's serving curly fries these days, though?
Patio-
can you even get one?
I know.
Highfalutin.
Patio's gone.
The Von Trapp.
Get the the sausage
Von Trapp
places.
is a sausage
Yeah.
plate. I guess, Jim, I got to ask you the next one.
Yeah, okay.
I'm asking your own questions here, but
All right, this is a good one.
let's hear the best stories. Oh, actually, I got to ask you the sixth one. It's going to be the one I really want to ask you, but the best stories when you were very in the bag.
Yeah, very in the bag. Since our non-alcoholic
Mm-hmm.
talk when we were really. Now Tim's gonna have the better stories,
Yeah.
hands down. But I went to with some coasties when
Mm-hmm.
Nick Hamilton was in the Coast Guard Academy. We went to Puerto Rico for Thanksgiving break,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember having 3 meals that entire week, and
Turkey.
The Thanksgiving dinner was one of them. Yeah, I remember drinking something called a mind eraser.
Mm-hmm.
True to form, sat down at the table, and I'm gonna have that mind eraser. And we've been drinking all day. We went to like the Bacardi factory, just like nonstop drinking. And
Take cups.
and the only thing I remember, here's mine when you're ready for it,
Mm-hmm.
was the bar owner, like in a cartoon, just grabbing me on my belt,
Oh my gosh, Jim.
throwing me off.
This says.
Yep, he threw me out.
Interesting.
And then I remember him saying,
What time is this?
"Oh, it's late at night. It's late."
How old were
It
you?
wasn't dawn.
I was
That
I
would-
don't know, 21 or so, but no, it wasn't done. It was,
Like
I don't know, probably 1 in the morning.
Paper boys going by.
I just
No.
spoke here a little bit.
No, it's just because I think it was because I had the mind
Bob's
eraser and
out
I
there with
started
the
knocking
Chronicle.
things over and getting belligerent, and then I remember him saying, "Hey, you can get off my sidewalk too," and then he's like kicking me to get off the sidewalk into the street, and I was like, "What did I do?" And I don't remember that, but and then we made our way back to the hotel room. This is probably a story I told, but I somehow got locked out of the room. And then you know what happens after a night of drinking and eating nothing, and I get the gut gurgles.
Mm.
So I made my way down the lobby, and that poor guy. So that door was locked, and I remember feeling bad for him because there was a CD player that was playing a CD, and the CD was skipping, and he couldn't get into the room was locked where it was in, so it was just this skipping CD all night long on his shift. That was pretty bad, and I somehow made my way up on the roof of the hotel, and that was the best bathroom I was gonna find.
Oh, you went on the roof?
Yeah, I ended up in like a they had plants up there, and that was they made sure to lock those doors after that night. But
what did you wipe with?
probably a piece of the plant, I think. I mean, I don't know. I'm very browned out. Sweatpants. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, spring break with Tim in Montreal. It was a great time.
He's still on. Yeah, well,
Great
I
time.
remember
Peel Street. God, I'm gonna find the picture while
Montreal?
Yeah, I got the picture of you holding my head up at the bar and I'm passed out.
Oh, really?
Keep drinking. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah,
Keep
this
going.
was one. I mean, if you aren't aware, you haven't been to Montreal, at least at the time, the whole thing was that you could drink underage. So
right.
Yeah.
you'd take a bus up there. And I do remember Jim at that point. I don't know what your drinking experience was
Never
at
drank.
that point. I don't know how that's possible, but I do
Mai
remember
Tais at Pagoda.
Maybe, yeah.
we one of the first stops when we got there, took a bus, go to the bus station. We're walking to our hotel. We popped into a liquor store and Jim bought himself a bottle of Absolute vodka. I think,
Smirnoff Ice.
No. This was a bottle of vodka. And he got to it almost immediately and then started complaining that he couldn't walk.
Yep.
I can't feel my legs. I can't feel my legs. He's laying on the hotel room floor.
Yeah, it hurt.
What's
It was
happening
I was having
here?
like an allergic
And I don't.
reaction.
Yeah,
it was
so
bad.
that stood out.
How many people were there?
Well, this is the other sort of.
Oh wow, this is great.
This
is good stuff.
What you have to understand about this trip is it was we made this trip. It was in March of maybe
2001, the Iraq War.
Well, yeah, that March we
whatever.
invaded, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Iraq War was
9/11
in 2003.
9/11 had
Something like
happened.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
9/11 happened, and very beginning of college, and there was this gap. And then by the time, I don't remember what year it was, if it was a year later or even more than a year later.
I think it was like March 03.
Yeah. Okay. So picture it like a full year plus 3 months.
Yeah.
We were actually on the ground in Iraq. And so there were actually like armed military guys in the streets of Montreal, and they were checking a hotel manifest, people coming in and out of the hotel. Well, of course, we had triple booked the room.
Oh, right, yeah.
And so each night we stayed, and I think at least a couple of the nights we got the short end of the stick. We had to just find somewhere else to stay.
Right,
so
we said you split with those people that robbed the store.
So, there was one night where we actually found our way to some other kids that went to the same college. We just sort of bunked up with them for a night. But then I think on our last night there, we said, let's go out and let's spread our wings and find ourselves some friends, and which we did do. And we ended up, they were staying on the entire other end of the city. So it was a long walk with some strangers, but not any different. I mean, how many times you come up to Boston? It's just roaming around with people you barely know. Yeah. And we find ourselves in a convenience store. Yep. And Jim and I are just hanging around, and all of a sudden there's a little bit of a commotion, and the police are there.
The Mounties.
And this group that we had linked ourselves up with had attempted to shoplift alcohol, and we got sort of lumped in with them. So this was the sort of legendary. Yes, you guys need to get out of Canada as soon as possible. Never come back. So that's where the claim is that
I've been back to Nova Scotia.
We were kicked out of Canada.
You haven't been back.
No, I haven't been back. But it was a great trip. Very little sleep. I don't believe I got sick on the trip. I don't think, but I mean, up late, just, I remember you go to a bar, and they had a lot of alcohol in test tubes that they would walk up to you. And I don't know if it cost money or not, but okay. I more and more, I look back on that era, and I just, I would die if my kids were doing the things that I was doing.
That's when you learned how to smoke cigarettes too.
Oh yeah.
Sitting outside, right? Sitting outside smoking,
rolling your own.
Yeah,
life.
Yeah.
Listen to hardcore music.
You were, we were very strong. We could really endure a lot, and it was. Yeah. I do remember on the ride home, on the bus ride, I had so little sleep. I definitely hallucinated for a fair amount of the ride. Sleep deprivation and hallucination.
Coming back from Boston, you slept in the car too, right in the parking lot.
That was a too much alcohol.
Yeah. That was bad. The pumpkin. I tried to take a shower with my clothes on.
Yeah, that was a Super Bowl.
Yeah, that was not a
That was actually one of the ones where, I hate waking up disoriented from alcohol. I mean, it's become a thing where I don't think I could do it anymore. The feeling of the sort of dread or something that comes along with not knowing what you've done. Right. And that was a night that I somehow wound up back at school, but I was left in a car that night. And I don't even know if I had my keys. It was a very, very disorienting feeling of being where am I? What am I doing here? I'm in the backseat of a car whose car it's really bad. So
these are getting to be a little sad. You want to talk about some fun?
No, let me keep going.
Let's go. Yeah, like sleeping on a rock and Cuddy Hunt.
Yeah. But you guys both have some pretty good.
Like a fun one?
One of my worst
I didn't say that wasn't fun.
Well, okay.
Just the dread, just the horrible, sad dread of becoming alcohol dependent.
One of my worst times was with you. We've talked about it on here, but at the church.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they go Greek Orthodox.
That's a bad story.
That was a bad story.
So don't tell that one. That one's very sad and horrible. I think I wasn't there, but I heard it. Well, tell the story. I don't.
It was just that I was pretty slight at the time. I was like 65 pounds.
4 feet.
Yeah, 4 feet is big.
The wine taste.
So we were at that wine tasting, and I was keeping
out
up
of church.
with you. I was keeping up with Craig, and then Craig asked if we wanted to smoke a cigar.
That'll do you.
And that did me in. Yeah. That was it, right? That was in two of my vomit stories. Drinking both involved cigars. Yeah, because I don't smoke cigars. I have no desire to, but when I'm loose, I guess those 2 times I was like, sure, I'll have a cigar. So anyway, so that one, I just remember sleeping on the back, the brook. Sleeping by the brook.
yeah,
my boxer
throwing up in the
shorts.
brook, too.
Throwing up in the brook.
Nicotine overdoses. There's
Yeah.
no
Worse,
like
way
it was
worse
bad.
than
It
a
was
beer
bad.
drunk. Yeah.
And then the other time was I was at Jackie's, her cousin's wedding, and they had a cigar bar.
There
As
you go.
part of it. And we came back from Italy recently. Jackie was pretty pregnant. I was wearing an Italian silk tie. I forgot. And I had this. It was pouring rain. On the way home, we're almost home, and the next town over, Jackie, I'm going to be sick. And it was really driving rain. I rolled down the window, threw up into the driving rain that went
Right in your
back
face.
at me,
man.
all over my Italian tie.
That's
so I-
Super Bowl story. Didn't you throw up into a washing machine?
Yes,
That's
I actually
so bad.
I remember.
It's really not much worse.
I remember this was not a great moment. I remember taking, it was a bottle of vodka. Now, I didn't drink very much in college. A bottle of vodka was one end of my mouth, and I think a bottle of wine was in the other end of my mouth.
It was a wild night.
And drinking it, and then I remember going out with the washer and dryer outside of my door, and like lying on it and throwing up into like the lint garbage. So
You just put it on rinse and you're fine.
yeah. So, but yeah, no, that was, and then somebody put a pumpkin on your head that I still had over from October, and that was 3 months later, and you threw it, and the seeds went all over the place.
Jeez.
And then we were trying to clean up the room. There was like cheese everywhere.
Oh, you smashed it in the room?
Yeah, you smashed it. That's all on tape too. We have all that one on tape.
Please, no.
It was on your head, so
Oh,
because
boy.
somebody carved the pumpkin while we were talking. They carved the pumpkin, put it just right on your head, and you're like, "What the hell is this?" Like, and it threw it off your head.
Smashed it.
And then I was like, "I got to go get sober in the tub," so I turned on the bath, and that's when you guys left. When I
You got some others on here.
Me?
Christmas party, Philly, Manioc.
those are yours, yeah, those were with you.
Oh,
I
yeah?
was hoping Adam was going to be for that because I remember like that Christmas party of yours.
Where was I living?
You were living over by ShopRite
Yeah.
with Rob.
Yeah.
And when you lost the security deposit.
Yeah.
So-
Jello wrestling.
Yeah, so-
had to
That
be
I
red.
just remember it was like Adam was smoking cigars on the wrong end. He was going to walk to the casino, and then I remember I think you guys
PS.
got me a bottle of pre-made screwdrivers.
Yeah.
So I had that.
Yeah.
It wasn't too bad that night, but then the casino. We used to go to Pagoda, and Pagoda then
Pagoda
would
was
lead
great.
to playing video games at the house and staying over and whatever. And then Tim had the good idea, and I went along with him.
Was that to take the walk to the casino?
Yeah, to walk. It was blizzard.
In a blizzard, knee deep.
Yep.
We made it all the way to
Dr. Geller's.
Dr. Geller's office. That's
Mhm.
right. We were heading
We
to
went
the
the long
casino.
way to into the cemetery and buy a Stop and Shop.
It's a terrifying substance.
Terrible.
That would just drive you to just make such bad decisions.
Well, I think it amplifies it because I think if you asked me on a normal day, hey, do you want to go walk to the casino?
You're up for an adventure.
I'd probably say okay.
Yeah.
But you're probably not going to ask me unless there's that.
I think
The
there's
stars have aligned.
My experience of poor judgment making with alcohol is just there's an extreme commitment to the joke.
Mm-hmm.
And you have this sort of impulsive thought and you're going to do it. And like, I remember there was a night I remember going to your house. I think it was my 21st day, maybe down at the casino with some college friends. And we popped in on you, and I don't really remember it, but I remember you guys saying you had some type of a bottle of protein
fitness, yeah.
vitamins or something. And
Mohang.
and I was
And you were gonna try and take it.
I
And
was
like,
just going to
stop.
try and take all of it.
Mhm.
I was
Yeah.
give
Right,
it to me.
yeah.
Give it to me. I want.
Right.
And you
Stop
know
your
that
heart.
somewhere in there, there's like
Yeah.
there's a little voice that knows what you're doing is
Yeah.
absurd and funny, but
Mhm.
there's another part that really
Inhibitions are
does
gone.
not allow you to know when to stop.
Right.
And that's
Right.
where.
And you're feeding into the moment. So if there's other people, it's like,
Oh, yeah.
this is funny. This is, I mean, I remember, one of the best instances of that was, if you remember my friend Cho, right, from college, we were, this was we're seniors, and some of the friends were trying to like be highbrow, right? So one of them decided to have a wine and cheese party.
Oh.
We're supposed to wear like a button-up shirt, right? And
Like in a dorm room, this is happening.
but it was like an apartment, you know what I mean?
Okay.
An apartment, and he's had a few wines and some cheeses. Not the idea to get drunk.
Right.
Well, Cho this girl had people used to like walk around with like Poland Spring bottles of vodka. Remember that? They'd like go out at night and just like sips of this thing. So she had one of these.
What?
And he decided to literally chug it. And we're talking probably 2/3 of the bottle of vodka. I mean, a Poland Spring bottle. Just like one gulp. Like he just, and he was just, talk about you itching. You know, he was just out on the ground.
It's scary.
And it's like,
you got to get it out of him.
Yeah. And then, exactly. The guy, the guy that owned the place, he put him in front of the toilet and literally had to make him put his hands down his throat.
Yeah.
To get that out of him. But it's like, oh, it sounds like a good, you know what I mean? So it kind of like limits loosens up a little bit.
That's a fun story.
Manny Young, we've talked about that a few times, but that was one of the times.
That was good time.
That was a good time. You shaved your body afterwards.
What is Manny Young? Is that an island?
When we went down to
Cuddy
visit,
Hunk, that sounds like
Cuddy Hunk was on an island with the Coast Guard, but Manny Young was when we went down to Philly to visit Adam.
We were not even that. Adam was applying for the job.
Right. Oh, that's right.
That's on that trip?
No, you went down the other time.
I went
with the whistle.
The hookup whistle.
Oh Lord!
I think it worked for you.
No.
Well,
Zach,
great.
No,
no. Like you guys need a gimmick to get the dames.
No, there was no hooking up. Just the whistle noise.
The whistle was a good idea, though.
I think that was your idea after everybody left.
He did it with himself.
I just remember the wings and Hooters.
Yeah, we went to Hooters that night,
and they all didn't agree with us.
Who were the women? So
you don't remember the
you knew them, right? They were your friends.
Who were the girls?
Friends from college.
That just lived in the area?
Yeah.
And you had them come out to Adam's very sad one apartment.
But do you remember the bathroom situation?
I do.
We had,
in the tub.
Mark was there, right? But even before that, we all had the Hooters wings, and there was 5 of us? And Adam was the first one to go, and it hit all of us.
At the same time.
And it was literally we waited for the next person, and then Adam went twice. Imagine that, how bad those wings. I mean, they all affected us.
Yeah.
Oh my God. But Pagoda was always a good time.
Pagoda was such an innocent and gentle and really safe introduction to alcohol. Wasn't it really?
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
It was a staggering distance from Zach's house.
Right.
Yeah.
And having the house and the place there was perfect. Yeah. Everybody could just kind of hang out.
And I love how it again, lots of kids, that their introduction to alcohol might be, sneaking some vodka, mixing it with some Mountain Dew
or a Bud Light or something.
But we were drinking Grasshoppers and Navy Grogs.
Navy Grog.
A quarter of the market price.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Lady, I know.
Amazing. Served to us a circle of
$3.
10, 17-year-olds sitting around a big round table.
It was great. 19. Because you guys started it. You and Adam. I remember you and Adam.
We were out of high school?
Yes.
We were out of high school. I never drank
we were out of high school, but it was early in the fall that year. Because I'd never drank in high school. You dabbled a little bit, right? On your own.
A little bit, yeah. I would get into it a little bit. Family functions, something like
bar mitzvahs, bat mitzvahs,
other people's family functions.
Yeah.
Funerals. You get it,
Yeah.
So I remember it was either you or Adam called me and you're like, you know what we did? Me and Jim went for lunch at Pagoda, and for the hell of it, we ordered a Mai Tai. And so that's what you guys would do. You'd go to Pagoda, order a Mai Tai, and then, I mean, I'm
not sure you even knew what you were getting.
No, I'm sure.
It sounded
what was
fruity.
in there. Yeah.
It sounded,
and then that was like, and that's when the first time I had really alcohol was, we also went to an Asian restaurant back in Boston called Q Vin's, which was a karaoke bar that some of these guys were high rollers at BU and someone got like some kind of like gold club, not the gold club, but like gold club membership there at Q Vin's. And so we could go in there and have underage drinks. So then probably around Christmas, we all went in there and started doing that. But that led to, remember, like there used to be like a Last Supper table waiting for us.
Yeah, there's like 20 of them.
And then the crazy part, I remember we were older. We were probably like 23, 24. And we went, I remember looking in at that table. I was like, I know no one at this table. And we went and had like our dinner and drinks at this like little small table. But because of us, that whole table existed. Yeah. And then I remember working at NFA, And Neil Kurland was like, yeah, I don't understand. None of my basketball players go to Pagoda for the games. And I was like, oh, really? So I had to clue him in. I narked on the basketball team about going to Pagoda because I was like, well, I can tell you why they're probably going to Pagoda, you know? So, but that was just so funny.
Well, I'm glad that we
I
contributed.
remember there was a night your mom came out and drank with us.
Did she?
Yep, your mom was there. I remember
Cool.
Craig was a big one. He ended up working there too.
What's his
that's
name?
right.
He's a Lebanon guy now, actually. Oh gosh, sort of
Get one of these
curly reddish hair.
Pat.
Aaron,
yeah,
Champagne.
Aaron Champagne is a guy. But
yeah,
I remember he used
He'd
to
come
he was
over
around
afterwards.
and-
Yep. Mm-hmm. Definitely became a
locals.
whole big thing.
This beer was better than the other one.
It's okay.
It wasn't good.
Yeah.
It smelled good.
Yeah, it was better.
It's more like beer.
Yeah.
It doesn't taste like you're drinking non-alcoholic.
I said it tastes like a bad beer.
All right,
What
so
was
we're
this one?
moving into bad beer. This
This
is the
is
out of the realm.
another Wanakee, Wisconsin.
Okay.
This is called Untitled Art, non-alcoholic West Coast style.
Derivative.
I like it.
So,
Bullshit.
not bad. If
Yeah.
you snuck this in after a couple beers, I think
I
it'd
don't
be
think
okay.
they're nearly as bad as you think.
What's that?
I
I'm making
think
a
you're
Frank
being
Reynolds
very-
joke
you're being-
about the name, but yeah,
Well.
no, this was better than the other ones.
Do you still have to be 21 to have non-alcoholic beer?
I think so because there is a tiny amount of alcohol usually in it.
Oh,
Whoa, boy.
Uh-oh, it's coming.
So this is the blue can.
I got a Guinness.
It's a Guinness blue can.
It used to be Caliber, right? Was that used to be?
Yeah, they've been in the market for a while.
I remember one time to your house years ago when you were living over in Norwich. I brought over an alcoholic beer by accident.
You did? Non-alcoholic
I
beer?
broued over Caliber. I was like, "Oh, it's made by Guinness." I had no idea. I mean, or probably.
Well, it reminds me of that reminds me of a story once in college where we had some a friend of mine. We had some gin and tonics at the
Gave yourself
bar,
a
and we really liked them.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
we decided we wanted to make our own. We had no
Mhm.
idea what we were doing, and somehow we had wound up buying a bottle of, I guess it's white vermouth,
Okay.
and we just drank the
Yeah.
vermouth. Like we had the tonic water and the vermouth, but no gin. We
Okay.
didn't buy the gin.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. I think we got the bottle and we were looking at it. We're like, I think this is gin.
Yeah.
And we brought it home and it's a pretty low alcohol. And
Right. It's a
just
mixer.
Drank a whole night. It's like a wine.
Yeah.
it's a mixing
Yeah.
wine.
Sweet. Yeah.
Whoops.
We did
You
that
know?
one time at our house. I think the only bottle I had was like triple sec.
Mm.
Do you remember that? It was like triple sec, and I decided
Orange.
I was making like us triple
Vanilla
sec
extract.
cocktails. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like triple sec with ginger ale and something. It was like disgusting. How was this?
This is the better one, the best one I think we've tried.
It doesn't.
tastes like a beer.
Yeah. It tastes like
Ew.
No,
I don't like that at all.
it's a little milky.
Yuck.
Yeah. I don't know.
I guess-
maybe because it's a stout, and stout covers a multitude of sins.
What about times you were
That's gonna be a hard time.
you were drunk? I guess
Well-
the best stories, I guess some of these we're looking at these as adults instead
I started
of
to.
children.
Well, you described this story the other day about how you had a little alcohol and you had a great night,
Mhm.
right? And I had a
Until
similar.
I had a second one and then I had a
Okay.
headache.
I had a similar experience. So my family, we go to the campground in Foxborough.
Normandy Farms.
Normandy Farms.
I heard it's cool.
And this year we brought our new e-bike motorcycles.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's been the tradition for me. I don't bring alcohol. I go to the little shop and I, as needed, buy cans of seltzers.
Mm-hmm.
And
Hard seltzer.
hard seltzers, and
Okay.
and I have some by the pool.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a moment, and again, I've been sort of phasing alcohol out of my life in a lot of ways. It's
Mhm.
something that
Until
just
today.
I don't see it's particularly helpful for me. It's not something I really wanted. But there was a moment I was on this motorcycle. I had and I'm cruising around the park, and I got a buzz on, and I'm like, I said to myself, I don't think I could be having more fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is I don't know what
Peak
else
fun.
I could
Yeah.
do other than it was perfect weather.
Mm-hmm.
I've got the little cup holder with my thing, and you just cruise,
Mhm.
just ride around this campground on this little electric motorcycle,
Mhm.
and I'm like, and the kids are doing it too. They're not drinking, but they're doing it, and I'm like, so that was my first thought. Is it's like this is possibly one of the happiest moments of my life,
Mhm.
which doesn't feel great when you're trying to sort of phase that out, and you're like,
Yeah.
I don't. But I also had the thought,
Feels
just
good.
like my kids have no idea how fun this is, like to be able to just have, because that's why we sort of side
So you
topic.
have
That's why
four
we
of
go to that. We have two.
Two.
But that's why we go to that campground, is because it's safe enough, and the kids just are free to do what they want. So they spent the whole week.
Her's really nice.
It is very nice.
Yeah.
So that was a
next time you're there, you have to
moderated
come
at
45 minutes down the road and visit me.
Yeah, right.
Well, we can have. See, I don't. The nice thing about that campground is you can. I can have you come too.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
So we'll next year.
Yeah.
We'll have to make that work. You guys as well. I think.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was sort of a nice experience with moderation. Don't drink and drive. But, I think I was probably within. I wasn't drunk by any means. It was just a nice, nice time.
But you're saying you're getting sober. Was your
so we're curious?
Yeah.
Was that? Well, that was that. Yeah, I learned from that talk about a variety of different versions of sobriety. Another one is called California sober, where you don't drink alcohol anymore, but you do partake in marijuana products.
Okay.
And then there's people that cannot, due to their alcoholism, they can't touch anything that even resembles alcohol. So they're like triple sober, and this would not be an option for them versus people that for whatever reason want to feel like they're drinking a beer. So I think that I know a few people that due to medical reasons or whatever, they drink like these heavily. And
due to medical reasons?
They like take like I'm sorry. Yeah, they drink non-alcohol.
Okay.
They're on like heart medicine or something that they can't.
Andy was into these.
So they're like, oh, I drink lots of non-alcohol beer now. I just if I'm having one of those days where I would have used to like do yard work all day and drink 10 beers from noon to 9, I'm just doing it with the non-alcohols. And
I still don't think any of these would replace. Yeah. Like I would rather, if I didn't have beer, there's certain beers I'd be sad not to have, but if I had a lemonade, I would be.
Okay, Guinness is.
That one I don't like. And there's something going on, but I'm sorry. Yeah. Sure. I hear what you're saying.
Yeah. So stories when you were actually happy you were drunk.
All right.
All of them for Jim.
Yeah. The one that we're getting to is, so going back to Puerto Rico, where again, there's just blips of memories.
Cracked in a plant.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Happy or drunk like it was
no, I'm
like fortunately you were drunk?
Fortunately, I was drunk for this event. We were in Old San Juan, and I don't know, we were maybe possibly on our way to the bar where I had the mind eraser. So I was real close to already being out. And we passed the building. I'm kind of reliving it right now. We're walking past a building, and right in front of me is a dead man who recently jumped off the top of the building. Oh, I remember saying out loud something about Zach can't stop laughing right now. I wasn't prepared to see the amount of brains that I saw scattered on the ground.
Oh, God.
And just like in the moment being like, I know that I've done like some brain damage tonight, and I'm not going to be able to emotionally process this, and I'm really happy that I've drank as much as I did, because now it's just like it's like reading a history book. It's like,
was it like a scene? Was it like a scene? Would you like step over the guy? I mean,
no, there was no. I think there was
a crowd.
Nope, there was like one cop there, and it wasn't like anything like really like, oh, this kind of thing happens, I guess, or I don't know. But
so a guy jumped off the roof.
Yeah, it looked like he was a jumper.
Maybe he got hit by a car.
No.
You saw brain.
I saw brains.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm trying to put a positive spin on this thing, and you won't.
Well, my positive spin is that I don't remember. Yeah, I didn't have to experience it sober. That was great. Zach, do you have any of these moments?
I mean, nothing compares to that. But I went to one Patriots game ever, and it was a blizzard. It was pretty miserable.
Warner. I see this. The 12.
Pretty miserable. Yeah, pretty miserable. They were playing the Cardinals, and Kurt Warner was playing it. And one of the chants was "God hates Warner" because he was very religious, or is very religious. So,
classic Boston.
So they actually no. You know what "God hates Warner" was from? It was when the Patriots beat the Rams, who Warner was also the quarterback of, for their first Super Bowl. And as part of like the rioting that happened, there was chanting in the streets of "God hates Warner." But anyways, so. It was nasty. It was a pure blizzard, and it was, just freezing. I bought coats just for this game. I actually had a bottle of Jack Daniels in my winter coat. But I had so many layers on that when they patted you down, they couldn't feel. a full glass bottle of Jack Daniels. And it was just like, it was a miserable day that was glad that I was,
Yeah, you got through it.
got through.
Yeah.
So I
It's
think
like
I'm going to do the same.
old
I
Thank
think.
you to Jack.
I agree. The Guinness wasn't the worst tasting one, but it had the consistency didn't work with an alcoholic.
taste.
I got
Speaking
something
of
on
getting
that
thrown at all.
I don't like.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give that one a
Last
0
one.
or 1.
Yeah, well, we're at the end of it.
The Emerald Dark by Collective Arts.
This could be great.
I was excited to see this because I remember enjoying the regular.
Is there more questions?
Well, no, for the next episode.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's going to be the good
That's
one.
going to be
Okay.
Yeah, we'll finish this up. And I like the can.
Yeah, it's a neat looking.
Yuck.
Yuck.
What is that?
I don't think it's too bad.
Is that spoiled?
Oh.
Spoiled?
Oh, it's really bad.
What is that?
Collective Arts Dark. Emerald Dark.
Dirt?
It tastes like straight,
Like, I don't even want to take another sip. It feels like it's
really
going
hoppy
bad.
barley syrup and hop extract.
Like they just threw a bunch of just
And-
extra beer making stuff into a pot.
And then they boiled it, so there was no alcohol. Ugh. Yeah, it's not.
It's
Well, I
got
don't
like
know. I
a
think it's gross. I mean, at least it's the closest to a beer tasting thing. Just a really
guess.
bad beer, but
What
it doesn't taste
wins?
non-alcoholic.
So what wins of any of these?
that
The
one's
hop
my
one.
favorite.
Okay.
The hot peppers.
No,
that
I like this
will-
one.
Yeah, the
That's my guy there. I think that the
Hop water.
I
athletic
think the hop water
could have been
man,
good.
man.
It just doesn't. It didn't.
It didn't taste like anything.
It was the
The
least
Oktoberfest.
offensive.
Yes.
It just didn't
Yeah.
have anything.
all right.
Right.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
still
yeah.
good to do, right,
You
guys?
take this
These-
one and you mix these two.
I think
No.
these
You
three
mix
were
them
the
together,
only
they're
ones
good.
that were manageable right here.
Yeah, very
those
disappointed in
three.
the Guinness. I thought I had heard that was a good one.
Hmm.
For me, real bad.
Shame.
Yeah. Just
That's the
not-
type of one I would possibly have like picked up for myself at the store.
You know, it
Mhm.
tricks you
Guinness.
because it's got the Guinness logo on it.
Mhm.
Yeah, they've really done
Gotcha.
that. They've done the company a disservice with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Allowing themselves.
interesting industry that's so popular.
Just make a beer and take the alcohol
a lot of people
out.
having a hard time with the alcohol.
I guess so.
Yeah.
But then
I
just
think
go to,
it's
right. But
Making
again,
it, drinking it.
just
go to Welch's. Go to Ocean
getting in
Spray.
trouble. Not
Yeah. Like have a different. And then you have all these brands that are now doing alcohol. Arizona.
Oh yeah, Sunny D.
D. Yep.
I don't want the rest.
Yeah, I think I'm good with that too.
Okay.
Some other stuff like that you never guess. All right, I'll wrap this one
Yeah,
up.
we'll wrap this up and we'll
All
get into
right.
our grand finale. Okay.
Well, for Backyard Road Trips, I'm Zach.
I'm Jim.
I'm Tim.
And you can find us on backyardroadtrips.com.